Alright, here we go. This is going to be a look at Stephen Bennof, the froggy predator, the special education teacher predator, the crazy for the gnats predator, whatever you want to call him, from the Virginia sting. This one is going to be pretty good. I like this guy, but at the same time I hate this guy. Like, he's, as a predator, as a person, I think he's one of the worst people that showed up on the show. But as a predator, for entertainment purposes, I kind of like him, I must say. Yeah, this should be a good one. I think he's an awful person. He's really, really stupid looking. I've got his chat log up. There are some things I want to point out. It's probably maybe as we get along here. But yeah, it's a trip, man. So let's just get into it.
Had, sadly, a number of teachers surfaced in our investigations, but the very first one was a fellow named Stephen Bennof.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
And
you're forgetting about John Kennelly, Special Guy 29, the teacher school bus driver combo. He fucking was able to do both of them. Turns out, actually, he was unemployed and had been for some time.
like some of the other people who come up with excuses like, I would never really have sex with a child. You know, I came over here because I was curious. He claimed that it was with somebody who was of legal age, not somebody who was 13 or 14 years old. These guys, like Bennof, dig themselves into a hole.
Yeah, Bennof, in his thing, as we'll see here, Bennof gets really, it's less about defending the sexual portion of the chat, but more about claiming, oh, is 23, I believe. Yeah, it's not true. It's a bunch of bullshit. But that's the thing about Bennof. He's not even denying any of the sexual things that he said. Denies everything else, but he has the logs in front of him. He denies everything about it. Yeah, sorry guys, I just had to do something really quick. But yeah, he denies everything. He's got the chat logs in front of him. He knows Chris Hansen has the chat logs in front of him, but he still doesn't deny any of the sexual stuff. He denies the age, even though it fucking clearly says right here, 13, 13, 13. You know, how many times do you have to fucking say it, you know? Fucking idiot. Alright, let's just keep going here.
Because they spin their whole story, not knowing I've read the transcript. So when he says, oh no, I thought he was 23, and I've got the transcript right in black and white where it says otherwise.
Oh my god.
I just wrenched myself. I was so excited when the phone rang.
Where are you?
Oh my god. Okay, look at this guy right here. First of all, this is a typical, middle-aged dickhead in the summer look. This is definitely it. Ah, fucking hell, I'm getting a phone call. Hang on. And it really annoys me, getting calls. I'm watching TCAP. Fuck that. But anyways, this fucker right here. He has a typical middle-aged dickhead look in the summer. All that he's missing really is the cell phone clip to the belt. That's pretty much all it is. He's got the weird t-shirt. I don't know what the fuck it even is. It's like a lime green. It says frogs on it. I don't know. I think it's a musical. I never even heard of it, though. But tucked into his cargo shorts and the fucking stupid dickhead glasses and the bald head. What the hell is Frogs the musical? I never even heard of it. I've never even heard of it. The Frogs? What the fuck is this? Am I just so out of touch? It's 1974 it came out? I don't know, man. When do you think you went to go see it? Is it 84 Broadway? Oh, man, he took a special trip to Broadway to go see it? Man, look at this fucking thing. Oh, man. Alright, let's just keep going.
Oh, okay.
I need to get my new shorts on.
Okay.
Okay.
Bring everything.
I told you I couldn't find a store.
I couldn't find a store. So right away, he walks in and he's extremely confident as he walks in. Chris Hansen says it more, I think, about Rabbi David Kay. He says, he walked in like he was very comfortable, like he'd done it before. Same thing with Bennof here. I think he's walking in and he's extremely comfortable. He's like walking in, fucking helping himself to walk around, checking the place out. Hey, looking up at the ceiling, like, hey, this looks pretty good here. He's just, like, he's making himself at home here. He's been in the house for, like, less than a minute at this point. He's like, I couldn't find a store. And that's something maybe a little bit, something about that. Like, hey, couldn't find the store to get all the thing. Couldn't find the store. What the fuck does couldn't find a store? What the hell does that even mean? Couldn't find a store. There's stores all over the place there, Bennof. But he's like at the same time, like, what is that like a ruse to get somebody to get into your car and you'll do whatever the hell you're gonna do to them? That's possible too. That Bennof is just thinking, 4-dimensional chess here. Just kind of just thinking it through. I'll tell him I couldn't find a store, so that way we can go together, and then I'll just fucking kidnap and rape him. Now let's continue.
Oh, yeah.
This guy is roaming around this house.
I think that's peak Chris Hansen guy right there. I think that's pretty fucking great right there from Hansen. This guy. It's like perfect form there from Hansen on saying guy. Let's listen to it again.
This guy is roaming around this house, comfortable in a discussion really about sex. Did you bring the other stuff? Wink, nod, yeah. Turns out the other stuff, condoms.
Chris Hansen's so shocked. I don't know why Chris Hansen's so shocked. I mean, it's not like he's the only person that ever brought condoms, But, yeah, I like that, though. Wink, nod, yeah. That's pretty funny.
How are you?
Hi, how are you?
Good. Could you have a seat over here, please?
Sure.
So Stephen Bennof is going to claim that he's 23, that the poor person that he's coming to see is 23. So if he sees a person who's clearly not 23, I mean, no offense to Hansen, but he doesn't look like he's 23. He looks like his age. He should be like, wait, what the fuck? Who the hell are you? Are you the 23-year-old's father? Like, what the hell? But no, it's kind of weird, He's like, he knows that, hey, this can't be the 23-year-old, and it's not the person in there, so what the hell's the situation here? He would have, if he was actually convinced that he was 23, he would have said something, I think, like, wait, what the hell is this? But no, he's just like, hey, how are ya? He's still googly-eyed and giggly. Man, fuck this guy.
What's going on?
I don't know. I'm here to see Brandon. What's up?
Go ahead, sit down.
What's up?
What are you doing here?
Well, he invited me over to see him.
Who invited you over?
Brandon.
Brandon. And how old is Brandon?
I don't know. 20s, I think.
20s.
Yeah.
20s.
20s.
Mm-hmm. Who are you?
What age did Brandon tell you?
And Bennof is fucking upset that someone's grilling him, right? But I mean, he says it right here. He's fucking stupid, No, I'm 13. Are you rich? 23. 13, right there. 13 again. 13. And he comes up with 23 out of nowhere. Like, hey, 13 or 23? 13, like my profile says. Okay. Boom. I don't know where the hell he even pulled out 23 out of. He pulled 23 out of his ass or something. He's like, hey, but I want... And then the whole time they talk about school. They talk about daddy boyfriend, It's fucking hell. But school starts... Okay. I'd rather... He talks about... Oh, yeah, he talks about... fucking the decoy. Sissy boy says... oh, yeah, I don't like to take showers in gym class. Like, no. What 23-year-old is in gym class there, Bennof? You're fucking ridiculous, man. He's just trying to get himself out of any kind of sticky situation here. But one of my favorite lines is coming up. This is one of my favorite lines in all of TCAPDom right here coming up. I absolutely love it.
Tell you he was.
23, I believe.
You want to try again?
No, he said he was 23. What's the problem?
I have the transcript. That's what the problem is. Brandon said he was 13.
13?
13.
No, he didn't.
You are crazy.
I love it. I love that whole exchange, but it's just topped off with the beautiful 13. No, don't hit it. Like, he's so... Oh, man. It's fucking so great. It's like fake shock or whatever from Bennof, but the way that he says 13, oh, it's fucking great. I fucking love it. I gotta watch it again. I'm sorry. Gotta watch it.
23, I believe.
You want to try again?
No, he said he was 23. What's the problem?
What's the problem? That's fucking irritating, obnoxious right there by Bennof. You're coming into someone's house, you're like, you say it was 23? Oh, what's the problem? Fuck you. Fuck you, Bennof.
I have the transcript. That's what the problem is. Brandon said he was 13.
13.
13. Oh man, it's fucking beautiful. And fortunately, this guy got what he deserved too. Like, he's a complete dickhead, asshole, whatever you want to. There's plenty of adjectives to describe him. He got what he deserved. 5 years in fucking prison. This guy got, man. Oh, that's fucking beautiful. Lifetime RSO, life ruined. And one thing this is all over the place here, but one thing that is great, somebody found his fucking resume. and on it there's to explain that little gap, the gap between jobs. He's like volunteered with inmates. Volunteered with inmates. That's a fucking claim there, Bennof. Oh man, that is great. Oh, that's fucking great. Look at this fucking guy, man. And if there's anything that I know about 13-year-olds, is that they love people in their neon green fucking froggy t-shirt. What is this guy thinking, dude? What is this guy fucking thinking?
No, we didn't.
No, we
You are crazy for the Nats?
Yeah.
Meaning the baseball team.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy for the Nats, meaning the baseball team. The Nationals, 2005, Washington, D.C. The Nationals, their first season in Washington, D.C. The first season that the Nats were back after they relocated from Montreal. It's unfortunate that the Nats' return did what it did to Bennof. That caused his craziness, this obsession, and he was just like, man, he was on a high. The Nationals, I think, were in first place for a good portion of the season. They actually didn't finish the season strong, but they were in first place for a good portion of the year. Everybody was excited about the Nats series in DC, and Bennoff's craziness for the Nats pushed him to doing what he's doing here. I think you can file a civil claim against the Washington Nationals. No, not really, actually. But damn, it's insane that his craziness for the Nationals pushed him to do what he did here. If the Nationals were terrible, would he have done this? Maybe not. Who knows? I wonder how excited he was. Oh man, the Nationals, of course, won the World Series last year. If he's still a huge fan of the Nats, if he's still crazy for the Nats, or even just, adequately into, averagely into the Nats, like not more than a normal person should, how excited he must have been. Your team finally won a championship. And the pandemonium. I bet you he celebrated by making out with a 13-year-old boy outside of the ballpark. I bet you that's what happened. All right, let's continue here.
If you don't see how graphic some of these chats are, then there's a tendency to maybe give these guys the benefit of the doubt. Maybe it was his first time, maybe he was just curious, but when you read the transcripts top to bottom, you know what the intent was, you know what these guys would be doing had there been a teenager home alone and not Dateline NBC.
What are you looking for? A daddy boyfriend. Cool, I'm 48 though. Is that too old for you? You look like a cute guy, but you're an even cuter girl. You like getting
Oh my god! It's so funny to hear Chris Hansen say that, because you don't ever hear Chris Hansen say that. Chris Hansen usually says, you like getting blanked in the blank. But no, Chris Hansen straight up says, you like getting fucked in the ass. Obviously, it's blurred. It's bleeped out. But man, that's fucking... I'd love to hear the uncensored version where you just hear Chris Hansen actually say it. That would be great. You like getting fucked in the ass. Like, I could picture Chris Hansen saying it like that, man. I can't believe Chris Hansen said that, too. Man, this is supposed to be a family show, Chris Hansen. Oh, man.
He says, if you love me, I will. You say it doesn't hurt.
Doesn't hurt.
And then you go on to talk about oral sex, anal sex, and all the different things that you'd like to do with him. What are you doing here?
I obviously made a big mistake.
Do you do this sort of thing all the time?
No.
I think that's a lie. I think Bennoff's done it before. Obviously, I don't think it would be a shock. I don't think anyone would say that, hey, he hasn't done it before. He definitely, first of all, he looks like he's done it before. The way that he came into the house makes it seem like he's done it before, and just the pure shortness of his chat log. I mean, this is pretty short. tells me that you know, he's probably a quick mover. He's done it before. And one thing I also want to say, perverted justice decoys here were fucking out of control, man. You know, he's like, yo, bring on some strap-ons and pantyhose and fucking just silent. I'm into some crazy shit. I'm 13 years old. But I'm really into some crazy shit. You're kidding? 7-Eleven sells panties? Like, no, what the fuck? Like, these perverted justice decoys back in the day, man, they were fucking crazy, man. You know, it's like, I wonder if some of them were just kind of getting off to these chats at the same time, too. It certainly wouldn't surprise me, but... oh, man. Oh, this is something also interesting. I just popped up. I've read this whole fucking thing. He says he played 2 years in the minor leagues in North Carolina. I don't want to say that he's lying. I've looked it up as much as I could. I've pulled all the fucking strings trying to find any kind of record of a Bennof playing in the minor leagues in North Carolina. Can't find it. Fucking, I don't know. I don't know why you would even lie about something like that. What a dickhead. Just another reason to hate this piece of shit.
This is the first time. You know, I hear a lot of that.
Yeah, well, it's true.
It's kind of hard to believe.
Well, it's true.
What do you do for a living?
I teach school.
You teach school? What classes do you teach?
Special education.
So you're a special education teacher.
But he really said he was 23.
What a fucking dickhead, man. Special education teacher. You know, that's scary. That is a little bit scary. Who knows, some of those kids maybe wouldn't have been able to communicate very well, wouldn't have even known that anything inappropriate was happening, and this fucker might have been taking advantage of them. That's really scary. Fuck this guy. This guy's a piece of shit. And then he comes right, he really did say he was 23, which he fucking never did. I mean, do I have to fucking go through all this again? He really did say he was 23. Fucking obnoxious. Stephen Bennof, just obnoxious all around. What a piece of shit. Look at this stupid fucking face, man. Fuck this guy. Want to punch him in the face. I do. I mean, I like his segment. His segment is great. I like him as... for entertainment purposes. It's fucking interesting, but at the same time, I hate him. I hate this fucking guy with a passion.
I'm looking at the transcript, so it's best not to lie, okay? Just tell me the truth. You knew he was 13.
No,
and he's still insisting. He's still insisting on it, man. This guy, some guys just never get it, man. This guy is not helpable. You know, you're not going to help a guy like this. You know, is it so outlandish to say that the best punishment for this guy would just be a fucking bullet between the eyes? I don't know. It might be a little harsh, but I don't know. This guy is clearly not helpable. And even this fucking guy again here. Hang on, I'm going to just pull it up. How the fuck do you... Okay, because I always forget how to spell this. With a V or a PH. It's fucking with a V, apparently. Oh, man, that's not how you spell it at all. Bennof. This fucking guy right here... I just want to pull it up. Look at this fucking guy smiling in his RSO photo. You piece of shit. You're not supposed to be smiling. Oh, that's not what I wanted. View image. There you go. This fucking guy. You're not supposed to be smiling during this Bennof. You're not supposed to be smiling. Look at that. Google fucking knew that I zoomed in. Remembered that I zoomed in on this to 250%. Look at this fucking piece of shit. You're not supposed to smile like that, Bennof, during your RSO photo. You're not helpable. This guy just deserves a bullet in the fucking head. You know, maybe when he took this photo, the fucking Nationals were winning or something. You know, he's just like so happy about it. Fuck you, Bennof. Fuck you.
He asks you to get pantyhose. There's talk about beer. There's talk about condoms. Did you bring condoms with you? You did. Set them on the table. What does that say about your intent?
Well, I always have them with me, but I understand what you're saying.
Intent is...
Oh, man. Hang on one second, guys. My cat is just all over the place right now. Yeah, the freaking weirdo. He was sitting out the window. It's right behind my computer monitors. So he was kind of like trapped there. So I had to fucking pick him up and get him out. But yeah, this fucking guy is like, yeah, I always have them with me, but like, yeah, okay. I hate that excuse, you know. Oh, I always have them with me because look at me, I'm fucking irresistible.
Critical in proving online solicitation of a minor. So if the decoy says, bring this or bring that, whether it's beer or condoms, and the potential predator brings the items, it shows intent. So when Stephen Bennof pulls those condoms out of his pocket and puts them on the table, that's evidence.
I mean, who shows up at a home where a 13-year-old boy is alone with condoms? Who does that, and why do they do it?
Say something.
Can you tell me who you are?
See, that's not the look of a person who's coming to meet a 23-year-old, you know. He knows that he's fucked, you know. He fucking wasted all that time saying, oh, 23, I believe. But he didn't. And then at the end, he's just completely buckling like a fucking, like some fucker. Yeah. I don't know. I'm just in a rage right now, man. I don't like this. I don't like this guy. Like, I like him, again, like, I like him, but he's not, he's a fucking asshole at the same time. Fuck this guy. And now he's like, can you tell me who you are? He pulls like a Jeff Sokol. Can you tell me who you are? I'm trying to be nice here. Like, fuck this guy.
I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC, and we're doing a story on computer predators. And if there's anything else you'd like to say, we'd like to hear it.
There you go. Bye, fucker. Oh man, I love his head. You know, he's like, oh man, I can't believe it. It's a very subtle thing that I like right here. I do like that. You know, the casual head shaking, like, oh man, I can't believe I got myself into this. I do like that. It's a pretty. I haven't said it yet today. I'm 22 minutes in. I somehow haven't said it yet. It's a pretty underrated TCAP moment right here.
I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC, and we're doing a story on computer predators. And if there's anything else you'd like to say, we'd like to hear it.
Fuck you, Bennof. Yeah, there you go, asshole. Walks
You
out
never
the
get
door.
used to seeing a teacher.
And man, that's the doorway that John Kennelly walked in naked and walked out naked. Man, it's a legendary fucking entryway right here, man. I wonder what this house, what the status of this house is right now. I hope it's gotten a little bit of a redecorating, you know, because it's fucking ugly on the inside. But yeah, that's a legendary entranceway right there. I hope that whoever has this house, whoever owns this house, has like a little shrine or something on the side, just to kind of commemorate what all the epicness that happened here, you know. Holy, that's pretty much the end here. I don't know, what are we gonna
Surface
talk
in one of
about?
these investigations, but the
Last
very first time, I mean, I was just shaking my head. It's like, how could somebody involved in educating
There he
kids,
goes,
in this case,
with his sandals on. I didn't even realize he had the fucking sandals on. Oh, man, it's not a good look, Bennof. Where's his car, by the way? Where the fuck did he show up? No arrests, of course, in the first... well, this is actually the second sting, but this is the first one called To Catch a Predator. No arrests, of course, which is unfortunate. I'd love to see this motherfucker get tackled. But unfortunately, he did get arrested, and he got a pretty lengthy prison sentence.
education kids. You know, even his screening, Crazy for the Nats, meaning the Nationals, the baseball team, would indicate that he's just a regular guy. You know, teacher taking the summer off, 50-some years old, going to baseball games. But here he is inside this house, after a graphic chat, attempting to meet a teenage boy home alone for sex. I mean, it was mind-boggling to me. It wouldn't be the first time, but I didn't know it when I saw it.
I just want something really quick. Yeah, I mean, that's the end. But, I just wanted to take a look here really quick. 81 and 81. I just want to see who's on this team. Nick Johnson. This isn't very interesting. I just wanted to look. Marlon Bird was on that team? Damn. Jose Vidro, he was pretty good back in the day. Yeah, this team wasn't very good, actually, but they just somehow had a good start. Although they had pretty decent pitching, it looks like. Livan Hernandez, Esteban Loaiza, Drug Lord Loaiza. Chad Cordero. He was pretty good back in the day. Yeah, it wasn't a great team or anything, but they somehow got off to like a first place start. You know, they're pretty decent, you know. At this point, you know, summer of 05, they were pretty bad during the second half. Will it show me month by month results? It won't. That's okay. They were at one point. They were 53 days in first. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, they were fucking really good. And late in the season, too. July 24. You know, that's halfway through the season. They were in first place. And then they just kind of fell back after that. That's unfortunate. Oh, it does have month by month. There we go. See, they were 20-6 in the month of June, man. They were fucking on fire. And then they were shit kind of towards the end. But that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. All right, that's going to do it, though. That's Stephen Bennof, the fucking Crazy for the Nats predator. Hope you guys enjoyed. That'll do it. Until next time, I'll see you guys later.